March 24th, 2022, Paramount Plus will release their 9 episodes of the first season of Halo. Wait, Paramount Plus is doing it? I'm sure they'll do great. So I have maybe a kind of unique opinion about this, maybe an uninformed opinion, because I really love the original trilogy of games and Reach. I really love the mystery of the storytelling. The only games I can always come back to because I love them so much are those 4 Halo games, Portal 2 because I always forget the puzzles after I finish them, and Minecraft because infinite wonders, endless possibilities. I never read the Halo books, and I haven't played any of them since Halo 4. I've heard Halo Infinite is really good, and I believe it. But the reason I haven't played any of the other ones is because I was so utterly disappointed by Halo 4. And there's nothing I can do about that now because I don't have any consoles that can play those games, and my computer is far too much of a weakling to be able to handle any of them. I can play the original Combat Evolved. That's it. And I never wanted to read the books because, well, I think the backstory is kind of interesting. It would kind of mess up who Chief is to me. The thought of reading about John 177 as a kid just doesn't seem great. It sounds like saying Boba Fett or Darth Vader as a kid. That sounds great. I get that Chief is kind of a dull character, but I don't really want to ruin it. It kind of works for me. I mean, they can do whatever they want with the other Spartans. I don't care about that. But a live-action, high-budget Halo project has been kind of a long time coming. It's basically been a huge disaster. They tried to make the movie at first in 2005. They eventually got Steven Spielberg to direct and then to produce. And they did test footage directed by the guy who did District 9. There have been some official short films and low-budget films. They just look kind of cheap and couldn't tell very ambitious stories. There's also a little anime anthology film, which it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember thinking it was okay. But finally, it's happening. Stevie gets to produce alongside all of these people. There are so many producers on this. This isn't the only Paramount Plus show that suffers from too many producers. The problem with these committee shows is that they're so incoherent with their themes and with the tones in the show. Like, maybe 2 of these people really like and understand Halo, but their voices are going to be very quickly drowned out by the rest of them. But the first full trailer's finally out so that we can really get a glimpse at it, and I mean, yeah, visually it looks really good. I like that it seems to take place before Reach. That means if they go on to tackle the stories from the games, they'll have a few seasons under their belt. And obviously they're changing a few things up, like Master Chief discovers Halo instead of them just stumbling upon it later. I like the inclusion of them digging up these Forerunner artifacts. I guess that's kind of cool foreshadowing, but there's a few elements here that make me uncomfortable. For one thing, this lady, this human trying to convince the UNSC to join the Covenant or surrender to the Covenant.
Humans surrender to the Covenant.
I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of explaining to do in order to make this work for me. Like, I don't hate this choice. I just envision all of the ways that it could go wrong. I do hate, however, this outfit that looks ridiculous. But this does make me nervous.
He's lethal, upgradable, controllable.
Okay, like I said, I don't know anything about the books and the other side stories, but are they saying that Master Chief is just being controlled by the UNSC? I always figured that the harsh training that the Spartans received as children made them very obedient to the UNSC, but that they were like free thinkers. Like, it always seemed to me that they were trusted by the UNSC to make decisions in the field because they were so expert and so single-minded. But are they controlling them in this? Like, is someone sitting around with an Xbox controller playing Master Chief? But then when he touches the Forerunner artifact, it seems like he's in control of himself now.
You just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
But I mean, honestly, this trailer dulled my fears a little bit. I think I just expected more of a disaster from this. Like, I know the show can't be like the game, and I think the changes they made look okay so far. For whatever reason, I kind of like the Cortana redesign. I just hope that they don't over-explain things. The Halo universe has a lot of lore, and it really works well when it's just being hinted at or acknowledged subtly. But it doesn't work if people are going to look into the camera and explain it to the audience. I don't know, I mean, good luck, CBS/Paramount/Steven Spielberg/committee. Just don't mess it up too bad.
I like science.